Before you memorize the article, you have to feel the vibe of the preamble. Welcome to Study Antra, and I'm your host, Antra Mishra. Today we are looking at what I truly believe is the most beautiful intro ever written. It's more than just a page in a book, it's our ultimate roadmap to justice, liberty, and equality. So, let's start with our today topics preamble of the Indian Constitution. Let's begin. So, what exactly preamble is? Now, think of it as the soul of the Constitution. It presents the core principle we live by and clearly indicate where all authority comes from, like from the people. Now, the history about the preamble is the objective resolution, which was drafted and moved by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, laying down the very foundation of what our independent nation should look like. Also, we also have to give the little shout out to the America. The US Constitution was actually the first in the world to begin with the preamble, to provide the spark of inspiration for many nations, including ours, to start their story with the powerful opening statement, like an intro of our whole constitution book. And finally, the famous word of the famous jurist N.A. Palkhivala. He said that Prim- preamble is like an identity card of our constitution. Just like your ID tells people who you are, the preamble tells the world exactly what India stands for. That's what exactly preamble means. Let's look at what exactly preamble's words are. Look, and here it's actually the actual text of our preamble looks like. So notice how it's all started. We, the people of India. It described it does not start with the government or a leader. It's the start with you and me. We are the one who gives the constitution to ourselves. Now look at those five bold letter words: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. These not just are fancy terms, they are the pillar of our nation. They define India as a country that marks its own rules and treat everyone equally. Now look at those four principles. The principles. Then the preamble lists our four big goals for every citizen. They are like goals we should follow as a citizen to for our country. Justice in everything we do. Liberty to think and believe what we want. Equality for every single person. And fraternity, which is all about brotherhood and unity. Now the last three lines talks about it's like the birthday of the constitution. Finally look at the bottom, like November 26, 1949. That's the date we officially adopt the vision. Like it's like the legal birthday of our modern nation. Now let's see what these big words actually mean. Now let's talk about our big first word, sovereign. So it sounds fancy, but basically means one thing. India is the boss of India. Being sovereign means we have full right and power to govern ourselves. No outside source or country can tell us what to do or how to run our nation. We are a completely independent state with no authority above us. We are not dominated or followed by any other country anymore, like we used to in 18th by Britishers. So, to make it even simple, think of it in a two-way: internal sovereignty and external sovereignty. Internal is about this is our power to establish the law of the nation of the state of a nation within our own boundaries. And external sovereignty talks about our freedom to make our own relation and deal with the rest of the world. So when when you hear the word sovereign, just remember no interference, total independence. Now let's look at the second word. The next word is socialist. Now, here's a key detail for your notes. The word is not original exist in our preamble, but it was added during the 42nd Amendment in 1976 with few other words like secular and integrity, which happened during the emergency period to define our nation goals more clearly. So, but wait, Indian socialism is not exactly what you see in other part of the world. The Supreme Court clarified that our nation is unique blend of Marxism and Gandhism. Our vision on socialist is blend of Marxism and Gandhism, where it tilted towards Gandhism heavily, focus on non-violence and village-based economy. In simple word, what does it for us? What does it do for us? It about reducing inequality to ensure that everyone gets social and economic justice through things like welfare schemes, land reforms, and government rule that protect the common man. So, socialist in India means to communicate to make sure, sorry, socialist in India means a commitment to make sure the gap between the rich and the poor gets smaller every day. Let's move to the next one. Just like socialist, secularism also secular word also added by the 42nd Amendment in our preamble in 1976. So in India, we practice what is called a positive secularism. This does not mean the government is against the religion. Instead, it means all religion have the same status and support from the state. Like the state does not own loyalty to any religion. Indian secularism hold coexistence of different religions. It's all about living together peacefully. Inclusive secularism, everyone is invited to the table. The religion, freedom, like you are free to practice your faith, balanced approach, like stay neutral and not favoritize anyone, and keeping the conversation between the different religion going ongoing. So in short, India does not pick favoritism. We respect every faith equally. Now let's move to next one. The next word is democratic. You always hear it every day, I guess. So it's basically the comes from two Greek words which stands from people and rule, which you also hear democracy means rule by the people. So now India is a huge country. We cannot all sit in a one room to make law. That's why we have representative parliamentary democracy. We elect our leaders and they represent our voice in the parliament. But how do we know it's a real democracy? Let's look at these four pillars in the slide. Universal and franchise. Like every adult get to vote. One vote for one person. So it means everyone get to vote. Is a free election. Independent judiciary. Our courts are free to make fair decisions. Periodic elections. We got to choose our leader regular intervals. No discrimination, like absence of discrimination on certain grounds. Everyone has an equal seat at the table. In short, in a democracy, the real power is not in the hand of the government. It is in the hand of the voters. That's you and me. One, that's what democracy stands for. Let's move to the last word, republic. Republic. It means, in a simply way, it means the head of the state is elected, not heredity. This is not a kingdom where crown is passed down. It's a nation where leaders earn their places. Being a republic also means that there is an absence of any privileged classes. Every single public office is open to every citizen without any discrimination, whether it's the highest office or the lowest one, or the local one. The door is open for everyone. In a democratic polity, we have a republic where the head of the state, the president, is indirectly elected. This is clearly laid out in Article 54 and Article 55 in our constitution. Unlike a monarch who rules for life, our president is chosen by the representative of the people. So, alright, we cover what kind of country we are in. Now let's talk about what the constitution actually promised to every single one of us. You can see the four highlighted letters: liberty, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. We will talk about all these four in single slide separately. Let's begin. Now let us talk about the first promise, justice. In our constitution, justice is not about court and lawyers. It's about life, making life fair in three specific ways: socially, economically, and politically. Social justice. This means every citizen is treated equally. No discrimination based on caste, color, religion, sex. It's about improving the lives of backward classes and women, ensuring no one gets special VIP privileges just because who they are. Economic justice. It's about money gap. It means we do not discriminate based on how much wealthy someone is. The goal is here to ultimate limited the inequality in income and properly property so everyone has a fair shot. And political justice. This is your voice. Every single citizen should have equal political right, equal access to political offices, and an equal voice in how the government is run. In short, justice means equal treatment, equal opportunity, and equal voice for every single Indian. Liberty. It's a big one. The preamble secure liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith, and worship. At its simplest, liberty means the absence of restriction. Like it's a freedom to live your life without the government repeatedly looking after you and worry about your what you will do next. It's all about providing you the opportunity to develop your own personality. But remember, liberty does not mean the license to do whatever you like. Enjoy your freedom. You have to enjoy your freedom within the limitations mentioned in the Constitution. Your freedom ends where someone else's noise begins. Now, positive liberty and negative liberty. Positive liberty is about the focus on your social behavior. It's the freedom to grow, even if it comes with certain restriction from society and the government, to keep thinking fair for everyone. Negative liberty is like is this is your private zone and the area of your life that should never be violated and with zero external influence. So wrap it up. The liberty is not just about being free. It's about being free to be you. Ready not to disturb other with your liberty. Equality. It's a promise that no section of society gets special VIP privileges. It's about making sure everyone has opportunity to success without any discrimination. There are three dimensions. Our constitution look at equality in different way: civil, political, and economic. Because civil equality. This is based based by several articles you need to know for your exam. It's like it includes Article 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Equality before law, no discrimination. Article 17 is famous, which famously abolished untouchability. Political equality. This in short two big things. Article 325 and Article 326. 325 is about say no one is left out of electoral roll based on your religion views. And Article 2 326 is about it gave us right to give vote through adult franchisee. And economic equality under Article 39. The state work to ensure men and women have an equal right to livelihood and very importantly, equal pay for equal work. So basically, whether it is in the eye of a law, at the voting booth, or in the workplace, equality is the goal. One final pillar left, and there is fraternity. Let's move on to the last word. The last word is fraternity. Well, laws give us justice and equality. Fraternity is what makes us a family. It's sense of a brotherhood, and it's a feeling that we are all the children of the same soil. In India, this is strengthened by our system of single citizenship. No matter which state you're from, we are just Indian first. Dignity of individual. Under Article 51A, it's a fundamental duty of every citizen to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood. We must rise from above differences of religion, language, and region. Fraternity ensures two things: the dignity of individuals and unity and integrity of the nation. Our constitution makes sure that we will remain united as a country. Every single person's self-respect is protected through fundamental rights and directive principles. Remember, a nation is not just a map, it's a people living in together, and that's what fraternity is all about. If you want to know what fundamental duties and difference between fundamental duties and fundamental rights, you can check short videos for some basic differences about them. To wrap up our journey through the preamble, let's look at the final lines. You will see a very specific date highlighted, the 26th day of November 1949. This is the moment our Constitutional Assembly officially finished their work and gave this document its legal life. Notice these three powerful words at the bottom: adopt, adapt, enact, and give it to ourselves. Adapt is we accepted these values as our own. Enact means we we may we made them the supreme law of the land. Give to ourselves. Stand for, this is the most important word. It remind us that the Constitution is not a force on us by the king or a foreign power. We the people give this of democracy to ourselves. So before we finish, I have shared some incredible behind the scene fact that shows how much love went into this document. It's not just type out on a computer, it was a work of art. Meet Prem sir. He was the calligrapher of the originally English handed wrote the entire version of the Constitution. And he does not use a printer or printing press. He used of total 432 pen nibs to handwrite all 151 pages all over the course of 6 months by his hand. Talks about dedication. And if you ever see the beautiful border and the artwork of the preamble page, we have to thank Sinha sir. He was a renowned artist from Shantiniketan who specifically decorate the preamble page to make it look as grand as the words written on it. So we took we'll look at the preamble. So when we look at the preamble, you're not just looking at the laws, we're looking at the handcrafted piece of Indian history. And that's the wrap up of our preamble. Hope you get the POV of what the preamble is all about. If this video helped you and feel the vibe of our democracy, make sure to hit the like comment. Make sure to click the like button and share it with your fellow learners. If you have any question about sovereign, socialist, secular, and any other words which used in this video, drop them in the comment below. I'd love to chat with you. Don't forget to subscribe to Study Antra so you don't miss our next deep dive into the fundamental rights or any other text topic I will upload. I'm your host, Antra Mishra. Thank you so much for your watching and giving your time to me. Keep studying hard, and I will see you in the next one. Jai Hind.